Literally, Arsenal back to winning ways. Sim, talk to me about your thoughts of the game. Were you pleased with the result? Do you think you guys can improve in some areas? I think you guys are looking very, very good, looking healthy. Obviously, you had a bit of a. We were all saying, "Oh, we're waiting for Arsenal to wobble," and you had those a few results. A draw against, I think, Bournemouth. I think it was. Obviously, you lost against
No, no,
City.
no, 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 no. We didn't draw to Bournemouth. We beat
No, no, no,
Bournemouth.
you didn't. You beat Bournemouth. Hold on a minute. Hold on a
Lost it
minute.
then.
Let me get
We
myself
drew with Brentford.
sorted.
You're thinking
Brentford.
about Brentford.
That's it. So yeah, obviously lost to City,
Brentford.
lost to Everton, drew with Brentford, lost to City again. But then since then,
That was that was the FA Cup. One of them.
yeah, yeah, one of them was the FA Cup. You've won since then, and including the Europa League game, you've won 5 out of the last 6. And the Europa League game, honestly, I thought you guys are going to lose that. It is not easy to go to Lisbon and get a result. Sporting are doing really well at the moment. I thought if you guys came away from that with a 2-1, even a 3-1, you'd have been fine coming to the Emirates. All you have to do is score a couple of goals. But actually, you got a really, really good result getting a 2-2. So yeah, Sim, talk to me. You went away to the Cottage, London Derby. What did you think?
Just a professional and good performance from Arsenal, man. Came there, did what we needed to do, got the 3 points, did it in style. Personally, I was kind of disappointed. They got a couple of more goals. I felt first half we definitely could have been about 4-0 up, but I think Paz said it earlier in our pod that literally just done a professional performance. Did what we needed to do, silenced them, controlled the game, got some early goals, then just took our foot off the gas. Felt like a training session, man. But
Oh, Fulham fans get at
big shouts
Sim.
out to No, 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 no. It did. It did. At one point, it actually felt like a training session. Um, Big shout out to Leonardo Trossard, man. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
he
The
had an
guy,
absolute worldie.
he was involved in all 3 goals. That says it
Yeah,
all. That says it all. So, the fact that he's just come in, I know he's proven, but the fact that he's coming, it just felt like it feels like he's been playing us with us all season. You would never think he came in like 4 weeks ago. He's literally just he's climbing up mountains, man. He's showing us levels, man. So for me, big him up. Saliba as well. Classic Colossus performance from him. Partey. I need to say more about that guy, man. He's a Rolls Royce of a midfielder, man. Number 8, number 6, whatever you lot want to call it. He does it to perfection for me. So yeah,
at
man. I'm
at the
happy with the
moment,
boys,
I'll
man.
say he's the best midfielder in the Prem, and I'll say that over Casemiro. We'll get on to Man United obviously afterwards, but right now on the 12th, he is outperforming Casemiro. I think. Yeah, thank you, Sim. That was a good analysis. Yeah, I think job done in it. Let me go to Puz first. Let me go Puz quickly. Puz, what were your thoughts? What did you think of the game? Were you happy? Things that can change. Thought-
For me, every single time I doubt this team, they seem to
sorry,
not
sorry,
doubt them, but I think
sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you. Also, include in your comments what you think of Trossard playing through the middle.
yeah, no. Ever since we lost to City, I thought, oh yeah, City are gonna win it. We're done. But I don't know. The boys keep showing like having professional performances, and I'm loving the maturity of the team. I'm loving the understanding of the game from each player on the team.
Yeah.
They're all young players, but they all seem to understand Arteta's tactics very well,
Hmm.
and I feel like they will help each other as well. So someone like Ben White, who may not be, as tactically aware as, let's say, an Odegaard, and that's no disrespect to Ben White. Odegaard is just, a little bit
He's a
clever in
bit
certain.
techie. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, they all help each other out. It was just like Sim said, it was a training match. Um, the boys they kept on beating the Fulham press. Fulham just they didn't really give up, but it was like chasing shadows at times. We were chasing the Arsenal player.
Literally.
And we were clinical. We were very clinical.
No, I don't think
Leandro
we was,
Trossard,
man. I don't think we was, you know.
yeah, no, from my point of view, in terms of like obviously winning the match and doing what we needed to do.
Oh yeah, in those terms,
Fulham was
100%.
clinical.
It's a
Trossard,
3-0. A 3-0 is an any given day an amazing result in any Premier League game.
100%.
yeah. I get what Sim's saying because obviously it could have been 5, 6, 7.
Sorry.
Like Liverpool, but yeah.
Thank you. Do you know what? In fairness, I haven't been ribbed by you two yet. So
no, we're
Nah,
gonna
you
get
got
there.
in the
We're gonna
group,
get there.
man.
we're getting
We're
there.
gonna-
We're getting there. We're
You
getting
got in
there.
the
But
group.
no, it was an excellent game. Trossard is one of the signings of the season. When we signed him, I was like, okay, cool. I get it. Like I actually get it because I've seen what he does at Brighton. I see him play for Brighton before he came to Arsenal, and you saw his potential. I would have liked either him or Solly March, but obviously we got Trossard. Thankfully enough, I feel like we did a little bit of tapping up on Trossard. I won't even lie, because remember he started like acting up.
Yeah.
Weird, isn't it? But obviously no one
Nah,
said
no, it
anything.
is.
So
I'll be honest, guys. I don't think we tapped him up. What it is, we wanted Mudryk, but we got blown out of the water with that crazy amount Chelsea put down, and we basically had to please the fans, and we're in a position of potentially winning the league. We had to
I don't
show
think it
some
was
sort of
the fan
ambition.
fault.
I think you're both right. I think I'm not saying you tapped him up, but I definitely think you took advantage because remember
Yeah, we took
Trossard wasn't
advantage.
happy and didn't turn up for a training session, so fell out with the manager. And so I thought, yeah. And now leaning on what Sims just said, Arsenal then came in and was like, yeah, cool, let's do something.
Yeah.
So a little bit of both.
I think it's a bit of both, but I think what it is, you lot got what people got to understand is that Trossard was in his last 6 months of his contract, or I think last 6 months or last year, if I'm correct.
I think he still had a year. I think there's when the
okay,
summer comes
last year. So I think negotiations between him and Brighton, his agent and Brighton wasn't going too well anyway. So it was a thing of, know what? Do we keep him and risk it
No.
summer, and he can potentially go for?
He was going to leave regardless. I think the fact that Arsenal
Yeah,
came
but
in and did what they did, but he was going to leave.
I think he would.
But he wouldn't. I don't think he would have
I
gone to
think
a Prem team. I think he would have gone abroad, maybe.
But that's what I'm trying to say, Chris. I feel like, okay, you got to understand this. I think he was going to leave, but it was a thing of, okay, do we risk the chance of waiting to the summer and let him leave for potentially peanuts, or do we get some decent money in for him, knowing that he's not going to sign a new deal? So there was kind of.
I think Brighton did the best thing. I think Brighton did the best thing because he, when a player doesn't want to play and doesn't turn up to training, you got to let him go. So it worked out for everyone. I think Brighton had to let him go. Arsenal took advantage, but not took advantage. They just, like you said, they missed out on Mudryk, so they had to make a signing. Personally, you can see the difference. Trossard's made a massive impact. I've not even heard Mudryk's name. So
one's Prem proven, though. One's Prem proven. So
I think this Prem proving thing keeps going around a lot, but you're right.
Nah, man, you got you, man. Remember when Cass first came, everyone was like, Casemiro is not the same. Look at him now, man. He's purring, man. He is purring.
Purring. Not quite. Flipping idiot.
At the beginning, people was cussing Casemiro.
Well, he wasn't playing. Remember, he wasn't playing. It was after.
That's why they was cussing. But remember, they
after
was
the Brentford
him.
game. After the Brentford game.
Tim, you just went against your own point, on what Chris was saying. Chris was saying like this Prem proving thing gets banded around too much, and he doesn't really believe in it.
Down to Simeon's metrics, I believe you have to give a player at least a season. That's what I personally think. I think the Premier League is a very hard league to adapt to. I think it's very hard. That's why I say give them a season. After a season, especially if you come for a certain amount of if you come for a big price tag, you have to kind of, I believe, give them a season. After that season, it's you're up for debate. But let's give Mudryk a season, because next season he can turn it around and we can say, yeah, I can see why they paid 80 million for him. Bearing in
Yeah,
mind he's 21, what, 22?
Yeah, like literally 21. I mean,
Yeah,
look,
man.
let's be
Yeah,
honest.
that's
Let's be honest. That whole situation at Chelsea needs time. Yeah, let's be
Yeah,
honest about that. Yeah, so
exactly. So
he's not the only one. He's not the only one.
exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I said, like, to be fair, the fact that Arsenal was bidding that much money for him, they was definitely interested. However, we might have dodged a bullet by getting someone prem proven,
Less
cheaper, and
money.
doing the
Yeah.
business right now. Exactly.
So
So
moving forward, then, just my thoughts, just quickly on Arsenal. Yeah, I agree with both of you. It was very City. It was very City,
yeah,
and I
no,
know that there's been loads of comparisons to Arteta and Pep, but it was very, very City. City have done that for seasons now. Blow them away in the first half an hour, 40 minutes, and then sit back. So they've done that. I remember players like Raheem Sterling and Bernardo Silva and all that lot getting on the score sheet nice and early, and then boom, sitting back. I think Arsenal were perfect. Did what they needed to do. Yep, could have been more. I think as fans, we're very demanding in that way. Like, don't stop. If you get 3, get 4, get 5, like Liverpool. um, but yeah, I think you did what you needed to do. So yeah,
7-7.
just